What's up, guys? Welcome to what might be one of my biggest unboxes yet. I got 2 horror packs for you guys. I'm going to bookend this video with those. I got fan mail and I got some vinyl pickups that I want to show you guys too. So anyway, let's get started. What is up, guys? It's time for another Drumdums unbox. I haven't done one of these in a while, and this one is jam-packed. And I figured for fun, I'll start it off with a love-hate movie, She Kills. I watched this movie a couple weeks ago, and it's one of those movies that's so bad, yet so good, yet so bad. It's just, I can't even categorize if this movie's good or not.
Don't make me kill you to get the point across that I will kill you.
You men are all the same. You think you can just take what you want. Well, not anymore. There's a new sheriff in town, and her meat flaps are packing death.
It's one of the most unique movies from a directing standpoint that I've ever seen. So post in the comments a movie that you can tell it's bad, but it's still so good. But anyway, I got some horror pack goodies for you guys. I got the May and the June because I never got around to doing the May. So we're gonna start off with the May, and then I got some great mail from my awesome subscribers, you guys. Looking forward to sharing those. And also, just to wet your whistle, I'll start with these vinyl pickups I got. Since you've already seen it, my wife actually bought me the Suspiria soundtrack by Goblin. And this is one of my all-time favorite soundtracks, and I got it on vinyl here. Real quick. Oh, and the back looks awesome too, by the way. But also at FYE, they had these like limited edition. They're 12-inch singles, 45 RPM. We got John Carpenter's Halloween and Escape from New York, Assault on Precinct 13, and The Fog. So these are badass. I was actually listening to them, and the one for Escape from New York and Halloween, it's a white vinyl. Too badass. Okay, so now, just gonna randomly grab a horror pack. So this could be the May, it could be the June, I'm not sure. I'm thinking it's the May. The good people at Horror Pack, they send me these to unbox, and if you want to save money, use the Drumdums code. Just use Drumdums when you check out, and you'll save 10%. But Horror Pack is a monthly horror Blu-ray/DVD service, or whichever you pick. They'll come straight to your door, and there's 4 movies in there, and a lot of times it's movies that I've never even seen or I don't own, so that's really nice. And there's always like a Horror Pack limited edition in there too, which is really awesome. That means you won't find that anywhere else. It's a Horror Pack limited edition of could be any movie, but they put their own little stamp on it. So grabbing the first movie now. This is Werewolf the Beast Among Us. Never heard of this movie, but I do love a good werewolf movie, so this looks like it could be interesting. And this is Universal, so this is a big studio here. So I'm surprised I never heard of this. So any of these movies that you guys have seen that I haven't heard of, let me know in the comments if they're good or not. This is the Horror Pack Limited Edition. This is the movie Vivid. It's a very dark cover there, Vivid. It's a sociopathic killer known as the Man of Sin, with his hands deep into the metaphysical world, feels that he has committed all the atrocities that he can on his planned existence. My eyes are going bad. So this looks like it could be one of those like psychotic horror type movies. Could be interesting. Oh, here's one. I did a review on this one like quite a few years ago, The Gallows. And it's not, and now it's a found footage movie. I'm not the biggest fan of found footage. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I wasn't a fan of The Gallows. Visually, it looks really interesting. I mean, that cover, I remember seeing that cover when it first came out, and I was like, that looks like it could be good. But unfortunately, it wasn't. And I'm gonna shoot you straight. So, but I might give it another watch. Sometimes it's fun to just throw in a bad movie to remind you that good movies are great. Last one, Hilary Swank and Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Negan himself, Resident. So, and Christopher Lee. Never heard of this movie, but it looks like it could be interesting. Resident. And Hilary Swank always picks interesting roles. All right, so we finished what I believe is the May horror pack, and now we're gonna do some subscriber mail. And I'm just gonna grab the first one here. This is from John McGlone. John McGlone, he actually messaged me and was wondering if I received it. And so yes, I did, John. And moment of truth, we're gonna open up your package now. This is coming all the way from Australia, which is really awesome. Love you guys across the pond. It's so cool, you know, when I see people saying, you know, I'm a fan of yours from Chile or something like that. And it's like, wow, that's just insane to me that somebody from, you know, Chile would actually watch one of my videos. But, you know, it's too cool. So anyway, this is very well packaged. So it says, highly enjoy the movies. And yes, I'm already seeing this first movie and I'm very happy with what he sent me here. This is The Hills Have Eyes 1 and 2. As you know, I reviewed The Hills Have Eyes. He said he was gonna send me the second movie and I'm so glad he did because I'm dying to watch this one. I might watch this tonight after this shooting this video. So already, thank you so much, John, for that. It's like another horror pack. Oh, The Ruins. I love The Ruins. The Ruins is a really good movie. Gina Malone, who I'm a big fan of, is in this. And it's a very unique horror movie, you know, about these three young people and they go out into this like, this Mayan temple or whatever it is. So basically the shrubbery starts pulling them under and killing them. And it's just a very gruesome, like this movie does not hold back. It really gets under your skin. And last one here. This is Final Destination 3D, includes a 2D version. So this is a 3D version, but I like this holographic cover. I hope that's coming out there, but that looks really cool. Thank you so much, John. Really nice gifts here. And great start off for the subscriber mail. So next up I got Daniel Santillo. And I remember talking to Daniel and he said he was sending me a package. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what he sent. Fragile, must be Italian. Do not bend or crush. So I have no idea what this is. And he sent me this nice letter here. It says, Haley, just wanted to send this as a thank you for everything. Well, maybe I shouldn't read this because he might actually mention what it is. So I'll read it after. Oh my goodness. This is too freaking badass. Wow. This is Michael Myers, the like female version. This is insane looking. Thank you so much, Daniel, for this. Wow. Look at the back of that. I'm speechless. Like, as a Halloween fan, I like things that like are very different from the norm. Like everybody has a Myers figure, but who has this? This is so badass. I'm speechless. Thank you so much, Daniel. This is so cool. Love this. And I'll put some B-roll here so you guys can see it up close, but wow. And so now I will definitely read his letter here. It says, just wanted to send you this as a thank you for everything you do, as well as for taking time out of your day. Sometimes when I ask tech questions for YouTube, as well as giving me encouragement and what I can do better when I have been down on my YouTube channel. I've been there, man. You know, it's just like there's hills and valley to YouTube, and you just have to stick with it, you know. And if it's going too long to where you're not seeing any progress, maybe shift it up a little bit. But you know, just keep pushing it. And if it stops being fun, then take a break. Found this statue made by Japanese statue company Kodo Bukaya. I hope I said that right. That make a line of gender-bent horror icons, and thought you might want this Myers for your collection. This is badass, man. Thank you so much for this. Thanks for everything, Dan S. Comic Chop News on YouTube. Nice. So I'll put a link here to his channel too, Comic Chop News. Please go give him a check out, and that makes no sense. Please go check out his channel and tell him that Lee sent you. P.S. I am also glad that your channel brought me to Killer Flicks. It has been great interacting with the community in the group. Yeah, Killer Flicks has been such a blessing in so many ways. Somebody posted something the other day, is like, name a movie that you found on Killer Flicks, and there was just like so many entries. I mean, and I even posted that I found Tenebrae and Suspiria, and now I have the Suspiria soundtrack because of the late great Dylan Clancy. So, Dan, man, this is too freaking awesome, dude. Just one more time. Look at that. Good night. This is so badass. And I'm sure my son will get a kick out of that too, because he is really into Japanese culture. So I'm sure I got to show him this right after I record. Now, I did get a couple letters here, and I've gotten these in the past. And I don't know. The thumbs up for the best father. So he sent me this for Father's Day. This is from Devin McCreary, and he sent me some stuff in the past, but he always draws these like nice little things. And thank you so much, Devin. I'm sure it's too bright for that to come through. I'll have to lower the brightness here so you guys can see that. And this one says, "I hope you had a good Memorial Day weekend." And he drew like an eagle, really cool looking eagle. And then this is a very good friend. This is Beth S. She has sent me stuff in the past, and she is such an awesome person. And she's the one that really turned me on to vinyl, which I love vinyl now. So looking forward to opening this. And definitely check out her channel too. She just passed 800 subscribers, which is so awesome. She has such a great channel. And she loves showcasing a lot of like retro type stuff, VHS, but mostly vinyl too. I see a lot of vinyl on her channel. And she always packages this stuff really well too, actually. So first one, oh my goodness. Look, the Rocky 3 soundtrack. That is so awesome. Will go great alongside Rocky 4. Yes, it will, Beth. That could be my thumb right there, Rocky 3. I love Rocky 3. That's the one that I didn't get to see in the theater because when it came out, I think I was like 9 years old. But yeah, I love Rocky 3 because Clubber Lang was such an intimidating opponent. This is Foreigner Double Vision. Wasn't sure on this one. Who doesn't like Foreigner, right? Yeah, everybody loves Foreigner. My wife is a big Foreigner fan, actually. But yeah. And to have Foreigner in vinyl is such a bonus. This one right here is Into the Wild Live Chicago. And she wrote last but not least, and I did this out of order. I'm so sorry. Beautiful with you live from Chicago. Oh, this is Hailstorm. Yeah, I thought I recognized Lizzie Hale on the front of that. Yeah, I saw Hailstorm in concert too. We were actually talking about Hailstorm. Really good band, and their drummer is so awesome, actually. Very energetic. You know, reminds me of like Tommy Lee, you know? I like drummers that, they're just very animated. My son's a very animated drummer. So, and a question that I get a lot is my intro music. That's actually my son's band. When his band was together, they had an EP that they put out, and you can find it on YouTube. The name of the band is In Life's Wake, and the song is Incinerator, and I use the beginning of Incinerator on all my videos ever since the beginning. So there's your answer to that question that I get a lot. Okay, that was supposed to be the last one, but this is the last one. And this is the Bee Gees, a must-have for any vinyl collection. I like how she put these little stickies on here too. But this is the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack, which is a classic soundtrack. I mean, you got Staying Alive, How Deep Is Your Love, If I Can Have You. I mean, just If I Can't Have You, so many great Bee Gees songs. This is one of the greatest soundtracks ever made, really. So Beth, thank you so much. One more thing I got here before we go into that last horror pack. And before I get into the last horror pack, really good friend of mine, Andrea Subasati, who is the editor-in-chief of the Rue Morgue magazine. She sent me the Rue Morgue magazine. So this is a monthly subscription that you can get. I will put the link in the info box for Rue Morgue, and so excited to open this for you guys. But it's a horror magazine, and in this issue they're showcasing Brightburn, which is like superhero horror, which I really dug that movie, by the way. On the front here, On the Trail of a Vampire, Joe Hill and Jamie O'Brien drive Nosferatu, which it looks like kind of like Christine. But this magazine is just full of so many great articles and stories and pictures of horror, you know, and it's updated. And you can find a lot of good horror goodies in here that you might not have heard of. So it's always a good thing. Yeah, there's something about Pet Sematary and Us. And yeah, but here is like the featured article on Brightburn. And it's a few pages long, and it goes in depth about the movie. But you got some great high quality photos in this thing too. And you know, who doesn't love good horror mags? And Rue Morgue is definitely one of the best out there. So be sure to go to the Rue Morgue website and sign up for a subscription. You will not be disappointed, I promise. And the last horror pack, here we go. Moment of truth, I'm excited. I believe this is the June. Hopefully I didn't do the June first. And don't forget, guys, use that Drumdums code, get 10% off of your first month, and you won't be disappointed. It's horror Blu-rays that show up at your door for a really good price. So, first one. This is Baskin. This is a movie that I've actually always been interested in, but never got around to watching. Baskin. So, looking forward to checking this one out. I heard it's balls crazy, too. This is a movie called Anti-Birth with Natasha Lyonne. Big fan of hers. She just had a show on Netflix, too, not too long ago that I loved. It was one of those, kind of like Groundhog Day, but this one was done so intelligently. And I believe she, created the show and all that. So, yeah. Chloe Sevigny and Meg Tilly, so some big stars in this one actually. Anti-Birth. And this is a Scream Factory release too, which is kind of cool. So I'm really curious about this one actually. Okay, here's another one I've never heard of. This is called Walled In. Looks like a isolated environment type of movie. You got Misha Barton, Cameron Bright, Deborah Carr Unger, Pascal Gregory. So some pretty big stars in this one too. And then the last one is, this is the Horror Pack limited edition of Life Changer. Looks kind of like a Silence of the Lambs type cover there. Drew has an identity problem. Every few days he has to shapeshift and face a painful death. He has to find someone to make a copy. That sounds very interesting. That's an interesting plot actually. So looking forward to diving into that one. Life Changer. Wow, so I told you that was a really big unbox. Wow, so thank you all so much for what you send me. My P.O. box is in the info box. But especially thank you Daniel, John, and Beth for all those great gifts for me, and I'm really looking forward to making the most out of those. I love what you guys send me. It makes me happy to be a horror fan and just to be a part of this community. Be sure to come up to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day, and on Fridays we do Free for Fridays. Follow me at Drumdums on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and Drumdum out.